Greetings. Today I want to introduce to you the International Thespian Society. I think the best place to start would be to tell you what the International Thespian Society, or ITS for short, is. Founded in 1929, ITS is an honorary organization for high school and middle school theater students located at more than 4,200 affiliated secondary schools across America, Canada, and abroad. The mission of ITS is to honor student achievement in the theater arts. Their motto, Act Well Your Part, There All the Honor Lies, by Alexander Pope. So how prestigious is this society? Well, celebrities such as John Goodman, Tom Hanks, Dick Van Dyke, Kelly Clarkson, Wayne Brady, and hundreds of others claim the International Thespian Society as a partial reason they have been able to distinguish themselves in their professional lives on stage and film. Because the International Thespian Society is specific for honoring student achievement, it is important to understand how ITS is developed within schools around the world. First step, chapters. So chapters are created in order to support the mission of the International Thespian Society. They are led by a chapter director who is supported and assisted by a chapter board. As of 2017, there are active chapters in the following states, regions, and countries. Nearly all of the 50 continental United States, including Hawaii, the Western Pacific Islands, Canada, China, Malaysia, and Japan. So after chapters are established, how are students placed into the International Thespian Society? Simply put, it is through the school's thespian troupe. So how are troupes created in the first place? Typically, a teacher at the school or leader in the community will choose to sign up with the Educational Theater Association to become a troupe director. Upon approval, the troupe director is assigned a troupe number and is able to induct students into their troupe at any given time through the school year as long as they meet the minimum requirements to maintain an active status. So what about thespian induction and promotion? Well, the International Thespian Society allows for the induction of high school and middle school students active in theater departments each fall or spring based on a point system gleaned from hours of work in all rooms of theater. Points can be earned from participation in productions, either on stage or backstage, thespian festivals, seeing other theaters' productions, and holding an officer position in a thespian troupe. Induction ceremonies vary from troupe to troupe, but most are run by the troupe's officers and director. They include, at the very least, a brief summation of the society's history, followed by a listing of the names and achievements of each new inductee, and then a reciting of the society's pledge by all new existing members. The pledge is as follows. I promise to uphold the aims and ideals of the International Thespian Society. I am a student of theater, and excellence is my ideal. I promise to perform my part as well as I can, to accept praise and criticism with grace, to cooperate with my fellow thespians, and work for the good of the troupe, and to share my love of theater. After induction, inducted members can continue to earn points in order to move up through the International Thespian Society ranking system, which they can research on the Educational Theater Association website as well as schooltheater.org. Well, this is all great, but why join if you have to be a part of something that devotes so much time? Well, there are those who choose to become a part of the society who are typically labeled drama nerds who love theater anyway. It looks awesome on a resume because whether the student chooses to make theater a permanent section of their career or not, it shows dedication, hard work, and talent because of the criteria one is required to meet before being accepted. Members also receive print and digital subscriptions to Dramatics Magazine, scholarship opportunities, access into any and all festivals of theater, a membership card, certificate, an induction pin, and leadership opportunities. So where is ITS now in its development? Well, it's important to note that while the International Thespian Society was founded and still continues to thrive in the educational system, it is not necessarily limited to that. Other people can join, and we will get to that in a moment. So, part of that was from its development throughout the years. For example, in 1990, the Junior Thespians branch of ITS was developed. The EDTA helped to write the theater section of the National Standards for Arts Education, which was the first set of guidelines for the arts education field, and by 2012, international thespian societies had formed a strong bond with the charity organization Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS and raised more than $1 million for their benefit. 2015 marked the EDTA's launch of Jumpstart Theater, which brings sustainable musical theater programs to undeserved middle schools where there currently are none. So like I said, it's come a long way. So how do you become a member if you're not a student? Well, anyone can actually become a part of the International Thespian Society. Parents and friends and colleagues can become a part of this great society by being an honorary member. This happens if you are someone heavily involved in the theater world and want to support your local ITS troupe by approval of the troupe director and board if necessary. So as the old saying goes, if you have to ask what ITS stands for, you probably don't deserve to know. I hope this has given you some insight into the world of the International Thespian Society and that you will continue to look into the society and keep up with how those involved in it are changing the world.